This is episode 2 of the Wizaridng Owl podcast. In episode 1, I went over a few comparisons of what I thought would be funny if the Harry Potter storyline was based in the US. In this episode, I want to go over a few more comparisons. The first one that comes to mind are the Dursleys. Very much like the Malfoy family, they do share many of the same personality characteristics. They definitely have an arrogance to them that makes it quite comical to just to hear how full of it they are. Yet you don't like them at the same time. Now, had the Dursleys been based, if I had to put them in the U.S., I don't think that they would have the same arrogance, just because I don't see them having any sort of money in if they were based in the U.S. What I mean by that is, they seem like a working family. Well, we know that Uncle Vernon has a corporate job in the original story. In the U.S., I don't see this guy having any sort of corporate job. I don't see Petunia, showcasing that classiness that we see from her. I definitely believe Dudley would still be, just a little prick. But I could see them not living maybe in the best neighborhood, possibly not even having a car, and just the fact that they have all these shortcomings on top of having the responsibility of having to take care of Harry. It would just all be this one big mess, where it would kind of rub off on Harry even worse if if this family didn't have anything going for them. The second comparison is what I think Hagrid would look like. I don't see this giant getting away with the way he looks in terms of his attire, walking around with that beard and that long hair, walking the streets, any street in the United States. I think he'd have to be. Let's see. I could, just the fact that he's so tall. I mean, he'd really have to do a huge overhaul on his wardrobe. I'm not necessarily having anything come to mind as to what kind of clothes would maybe make him fit in a little bit better. But definitely, I think he would draw just way too much attention, way too many questions if he was dressed the same way. If he was just roaming the streets of any street in any city in the United States. I'd find it very funny if he had some sort of southern accent. I could see that fitting him the most. I was thinking maybe the Northeast, like a Boston or a New York accent, but definitely a southern accent would be quite comical. Those are the two comparisons I have for this episode. Hope you enjoyed hearing. Cheers.